The Dustin Lewit show is filmed in front of a live cuckoo clock. All right. Hey, welcome back. We're going to have a great show for you today. Yes. Let me get this all situated here. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you for joining. We have a great show for you today. Yes. I would like to further begin by putting the camera a bit closer so you can see the sign, okay? How's that? Better? Yeah. I like that too. It says the Dustin Lewit Show. See? Alright. Well, as you know, this is a variety show, and therefore I would like to read for you excerpts from Planet Nitsud. The book that I originally called a piece of crap, but it really is not a piece of crap. It's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of cool things in this book, a lot of cool stories. It flows, it's got good character development, and so on and so forth. The first selection from this Planet Nitsud is the first short story called The Woman. Now please be warned that it is quite frightening. Yes. Yesterday I went outside to smoke grass. As I put the joint up to my mouth to light and eventually smoke it, I saw an apparition in the sky of a cloud that looked too much like any evil force to be anything else. It really resembled Lucifer himself, but I'm not entirely sure. Religious ideas haven't been too important up in my life up to this point. I never saw the point of sitting in a place of worship and listening to the sermons of heaven and hell. But one thing that really changed my beliefs a bit was the apparition of whatever the sky clouds produced, Lucifer or any other evil presence. It was a sign of the things to come. Having already seen the evil sky cloud, I went back inside pretty loaded by now. I immediately chalked it up to the strong grade of weed I smoked, and now I was simply seeing illusions that weren't able to be seen by the soberly straight. The very odd thing about the evil sky cloud apparition was that the night previous was spent dreaming about the devil taking my soul with all the normal visions of hell and garbage like that. I'm a true believer in the power dreams have on predicting the future outcomes of life. Don't ask me why, I just do. With everything going on with the negativity in my life, maybe, just maybe, the sky was trying to tell me something. I just didn't know how to listen to it. The sky vision became true when I was taking a shower. After turning the shower on, the usual noise of a shower audible. That was a good sign. Suddenly, though, I could faintly hear what sounded like somebody breathing over my shoulder. I turned around, and there was nothing. I resumed my shower until I felt and heard the breathing again. I turned around again, and the results remained stable. Nothingness, old friend. Then my nose began to bleed. Blood came out profusely as if all the blood in my body was being concentrated and excreted through my nasal cavities. I followed the trail of blood to the drain in the shower. As I bent down to look at the drain, I saw a mysterious something, perhaps a shadow, but it was visible through the corner of my eyes. Nervous by now, I turned off the shower water and quickly got a towel to dry myself off with. Somehow the bleeding miraculously stopped. I had to get out of that bathroom and go collect my stoned mind. I just thought that I was having a bad high. I've had many of those in my time. As I stepped out of the bathroom and shut the door behind me, I was met with something even more ghastly than the uncalled-for nosebleed endeavor. I was met with a carpet trail full of blood that ran from the beginning of the hallway where the master bedroom was to my bedroom. Curious and frightened at the same time, I entered the bedroom with courage. On the bed laid a woman who must have been in the neighborhood of 70. She had just clearly recently died. She had a face scarred up with blisters and black and blue marks everywhere. She had her eyes open as well. They were red, blood red, and yellow filled the corneas. I bet she was a drunkard in her time. The woman's face was torn apart. It seemed as if a very powerful entity did this. Nobody with the average steel-bending power could do that much damage to a person. I decided to call the police. As I put my hand on the telephone receiver, another hand met mine. Yes, it was the old dead lady who was just lying dead on my bed. Her corpse looked like old chicken dinner torn apart by ravenous dogs. Apparently, her obvious post-mortem injuries didn't stop her from resurfacing into the land of life. When I asked her what happened to her, in shock of the fact that she was even standing there instead of laying slashed open on my bed, her entire body started to convulse. As she was convulsing, her face became even more macabre and grotesque, almost like the evil apparition in the sky that I saw. Maybe she was the apparition in the sky that I saw, but in human form. The convulsing she was doing eventually tapered down, and she just stared at me with such malevolence. If looks could kill, I thought. She then disappeared into thin air. Part 2 of The Woman. I went to bed at midnight as I always do. As I got into my bed to go into the land of dreams, I had a craving for food. That meant I had to get up and go to the kitchen. In the kitchen, everything was dark. I don't like being in the dark, but I live with others and need to be considerate. Suddenly, a menacing singing voice is echoing. The sink faucet turns on all by itself. Standing at the sink is the dead woman looking into the sink. She turns around to show that she has skinned herself.
Dinner late again, dear?
She uncontrollably hyperventilates into laughter. Her husband comes out from behind the shadows of the kitchen wall. He is skinned just like his lovely wife. He is holding a fork and a carving knife. Did I forget to mention that I write this from my grave? The end. Thank you. All right, the next short story. Let's see. What's appropriate here for the audience? Oh yes, this is a rather funny one. This one was written either 2020 or 2021. It's called Gather Around for Some Campy Fire. Will you marry me? Asked Maxed Comfort to Suki Priced Pay. She laughed until the food she was eating nearly wiped her throat out. No, you goddamn loser. I want a man who is almost 10 feet tall. God forbid we even talk about those cobwebs in your bank account. Suki Price Pay yelled it for all inside the restaurant to hear. Everyone in the restaurant laughed at Maxed Comfort. Find someone in your league, buddy, perhaps a sex doll, hooted and hollered a heckler as he cut his rare steak and chewed it like tobacco. Max Comfort walked home since he was too distraught to drive. A motorcyclist lady was slowing down when she saw him walking late at night alone. Would you like a lift? Asked the motorcyclist lady. Ah ha ha! Where are my manners? I am very variety. Max Comfort tipped his hat and said, pleased to meet you. To make a long story short, Max got on Very's motorcycle. She returned him home without asking where he lived. How did you know where I live? Asked Max Comfort. I'm your soulmate, lied Very Variety. Upon getting through the door of Max's house, a cloaked figure sat in a poorly lit chair, reclining chair. Allow me to tell you who I am and what will happen next. I am the Mortician. My goal for this evening is to bury you alive with never-ending recordings of people laughing at you. The end. All right. Enough of that trash. Now, I will continue this show with whatever's left of my dignity. Okay. The first track we have for y'all is a song. Where's my pick? Aha! Dustin was almost a pickless wonder. Pickless wonder. Here we go. Alright. Where's my capo? Oh, it's in my pocket. I don't have any stage hands. I'm doing this all by myself. Alright, here we go. This song is called Rich Man's Problems. How much caviar to serve when we're bringing out our imported wine? Versus who gets the cardboard bed to sleep in? Is it yours or is it mine? from starving when all you got is dog feed. Oh, to have rich man problems indeed. I'd be a happy man if I didn't have to eat beans and rice from a can. And all I could think about would be caviar. Not worried about payments on my car. Oh, to have rich man's problems, I'd trade them by far. How much of this million should I piss away versus keeping the hunger pangs at bay? Oh, to have rich man's problems, I'd switch them with them any old day. Oh, to have rich man's problems, I would be okay. Thank you very much. All right, the next song for this evening is called Blown Mind on the Lawn. Yes, it's a bit of a surreal song. I have no idea what the song means. It's just a song. Sometimes people just write songs because they feel like it. Okay. Here we go. The door leaves a handgun drawn, a blown mind on the lawn, ravenous snake monster bites to the many multitudes of an Englishman's pride. Come on now, Sal, time to go milk the cow, if you know what I mean. Brown tangerines sit on display, too intoxicated, hypnotized, elated, on a girl once named Shauna, criticizing me because I liked to smoke marijuana. How long do we pray for the souls of sacrificial antichrist figurines, guillotines, chop off her head? Staying up many restless nights, mind making love to her in my bed. I can't apologize enough for my wisdom, incarcerated to the typical kingdom. Lovely ladies see me become free. Pink elephant man thrown into the fiery tide of orange blue Black Sea lagoon, harvesting organs on the bright side of the moon. My love sits beside another man, me and my gun will see her soon. And now the man with no brain has just legally been declared insane. Thank you very much. All right, the next song I have for you is called Do I, Should I? And it goes like this. Do I, should I love you with the way that you treat me? I'd reconsider my life's decision if you didn't cut me with your precise incisions. Do I, should I love myself? Could I love anybody else? Do I, should I love you with the way that you treat me? I'd reconsider my life. Thank you very much. All right, the next song is called Lonely. Goes like this. Second fret. Lately I felt so lonely, never kissing a girl before. Makes me want it so much more. For if I had, I wouldn't be so sad. My mind would whirl, my feet would twirl, they'd be off the ground. Spinning around, for love is quite a drug. And now I'm older and see differently. One time long ago, I didn't know what it meant to truly be lonely. Seeing others with someone, having all the fun, I feel left out. I'm so full of self-hate and self-doubt. Thank you very much. The next song is called Cashier. Goes like this. I used to be a cashier until the dream turned into a nightmare. I was doing fine, I was doing well, then it all turned into hell. I used to be a cashier until the boss man said, "Hey, what are you doing here?" A customer wrote a complaint about you. I said that none of the review was true. The boss replied, "You should have tried. By now my temper went from hot to fried. Working with my pain was rough. Nothing was ever good enough. So I said, hey, why am I still here? I said I quit being a cashier." I used to be a cashier until the dream turned into a nightmare. I was doing fine, doing well, until it all turned into hell. I used to be a cashier until the boss man said, "Hey, come over here." A customer wrote a complaint about you. I said that none of the review was true. The boss replied, "You should have tried. By now my temper went from hot to fried. Working with my pain was rough. Nothing was ever good enough. So I said, hey man, why am I still here? I said I quit being a cashier. Yeah. Thank you very much. The next song is called Love in a Time of Hate. And this is one of my favorite songs that I ever wrote. I just like the way it goes. Let me get some water here. Some good old-fashioned H2O. Baby, that's what we're talking about here. It's a real thirst trap entertainment, isn't it? I suck. All right. This song is called Love in a Time of Hate. All I hear on the news ugly and sad. But please don't tell me that it's too late to have love in a time of hate. Please don't ever hesitate to have love in a time of hate. Thank you very much. The next song I'd like to play for you, the last song for this set, is called Loaded, Mind Exploded. Loaded, mind exploded, love sits mocking me in silence. Picking up brain matter splattered by the road. The gun operates the assassin who must implode. And in deep and darkened rage. Loaded, mind exploded, love sits mocking me in silence. Planes, trains, emotional pains, dying, flying, just to get an ounce of your love. Loaded, mind exploded, love sits mocking me in silence. Thank you very much. Have a beautiful evening. That's all I got for now.